Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Better with ECAT, and today I'd like to talk about spirituality. What spirituality really means and how to become more spiritual. Stay with me. Clearly, spirituality these days can mean different things for different people, right? And today, I'd like to talk about what for me spirituality really is, and from reading the original meaning of the spirituality, from online. So I kind of want to combine some of this information and really talk about honestly from my own perspective, from my own point of view, what spirituality really is to me, and how I realized how I can be more spiritual. We are all spiritual beings, right? We are all come we are all come from spirit. We are all spirit, and it's originally in us already, this sense of spirituality. But I feel like through humanity evolved, and we're still evolving every single day, spirituality kind of get lost in misconception and kind of loses its original meaning, right? So I just decided to Google what spirituality means in Wikipedia, right? And I just want to shortly read to you this few sentences, right? So spirituality, the meaning of spirituality has developed and expanded over time, and various connotations can be found alongside each other. Traditionally, spirituality referred to a religious process of reformation which aims to recover the original shape of man, oriented at the image of God. Sorry for my pronunciation, okay? So basically becoming like a reformating into the image of God. And what is it here explains what image of God is here too. Let me read that real quick too. The image of God is a concept and a theological doctrine in Judaism, Christianity, and Sufism of Islam, which asserts that human beings are created in the image and likeness of God. So basically, that's the short description, right? So from what I understand here, it's like in Buddhism, right? Buddhism think we're all Buddhas. From what I understand, spiritual being, spiritual person is, as I mentioned, spirit is, we are already spiritual, like deep inside, but we're kind of losing it through many maybe lifetimes, or through even this one lifetime. People can lose their sense of spirituality by being affected by society, being affected by class, being affected by different things. So spirituality is not really when you just I know some people, they think they're spiritual, and I've had some friends like that in the past. They really think they're spiritual, right? Only because they chant, or they pray, or they go to temple, or they burn sage, or they drink smoothies, do yoga, meditate, right? They and they call themselves, oh, I'm a spiritual person. So I think the legitimate spiritual person will never even admit, oh, I'm so spiritual, He would always say, I'm into spirituality. right? I think only ego says, yes, I'm so completely spiritual, I'm all good to go, right? Like I'm all like saint, or like I'm perfect. Basically that's state. I don't think anybody can become completely spiritual in this lifetime, unless I do realize that monks, but I'll talk about this stuff later, right? Like maybe monks who take this whole thing very serious, they just don't sit there, take yoga and burn sage and meditate. They really go deep into those things, right? And they reject all the pleasures of life by realizing that's, you know, not only the pleasures in life, right? That not on those things maybe we don't even need at all. If you look deep into where you come from, you know, what you really are inside, if you dig deep. So there's so much I want to say about spirituality, right? But to me, spirituality is, again, it says, I don't know if you believe in God or not. For some people, you know, some people it's Buddha, some people it's God, some people it's Allah, you know. For some people it's universe, for some people it's higher power, whatever you call it. To me, I'm gonna call it power or God. I believe in you know, God and all that stuff, and I believe this is the higher power, you know, in general. So people, for me, to begin with, if you are trying to become spiritual or considering spirituality at all, start first. What is God like, you know, creature or person or whatever spirit you imagine, like what is the originals of like humanity? What was there before all the Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Gucci, nice houses? For example, just think about it. What was the originality? The God, you know, the Bible always talks about, you know, love, right, and hate. Whenever you think of that higher power, right, you know, God, higher power, whatever you choose, what are those the main things that you always, you know, think they teaching, right? Love and hate, how good love is, how bad hate is, compassion, you know, wisdom, truth, you know, good and bad, all that stuff. So I'm sorry, I'm looking at some article here. So basically, to be able to formulate myself better, because it is such a like wide topic, and I'm trying to really you know, put together what I'm really trying to say here, because I know I can't speak so much without getting to the point. Yes, basically spirituality is, yes, you know, trying to figure out is there is a life after death and all that stuff. But I think the key of spirituality is in the, of course, present moment always as well, and who you are in this present moment, right? For example, if you call yourself spiritual, or you're working on your spirituality, you know, doing all those things that we describe, right? Meditating, reading books. But the key ingredient is, some people, you know, unfortunately, they forget what the meaning kind of like of life is. Yes, we all want nice things. Yes, that we all want to get somewhere. We all want to be happy. We all want to be, you know, whatever happiness means to you, right? We want those things to help us to be happy here, things like that. And of course, none of us are saints, right? So, but to me, spirituality is just to be good in the present moment, to be good to others, to be good to yourself, and what is including to be good, right? So main thing, it is, again, another factor, a huge factor of spirituality is taking control of your ego, right? What is ego? It's merely me, right? All about me, or I got angry, you know, I'm good, this person bad, or this and that. So basically, to take in, first of all, this under control. So by what I mean, I want to just, so how do you become more spiritual, just to begin with? Yes, there is so much work to goes into it, there's such a deeper meaning, but to be able to start somewhere, and this is the biggest thing, you will never be spiritual if you lie, if you cheat, if you're bad to others, if you're not compassionate, if you're not helping others in need, only concentrate on you, what's in your pocket, right? What's in this. You will never achieve spirituality, I'll tell you that. This is like, I think, the key factor, the key ingredient. Be good to others, be good to yourself. And you know, some people also, I feel like a lot of people sell their souls for something material, right? People go get, I don't know, sleep for money, sleep for nice things. People lie to get certain contracts done. People lie to each other. People steal. People do all that. And at the end of the day, you see all of those people who, even, for example, you know, got their way, they got what they wanted by doing some dirty stuff, right? You will see they might look like they have it all, but try to talk to them. They're deeply unhappy inside because they don't have the ingredient, that spirituality in them. They don't know what spirituality is. They're not good, you know, with their own spirit. They're not good with higher power. They don't know what good means because they can go and lie and do all those bad things, right? Treat others. For example, how the way I work on myself, right? I'm not a saint. I've been, you know, I've you know, done bad things and stuff like that. I mean, for me, bad things, for some people, maybe it's not that bad, right? But I never done really bad things. But again, things that I've done, I consider them bad too. And but like, was growing and becoming more aware, you know, that's what they call spiritual awakening. What is spiritual awakening? It's even like you just waking up, you start understanding like what the life is really all about. What is this? Don't worry what's beyond the, you know, what's in the next life. Whatever you build in this life, you will take it with you in terms of spirituality, not in terms of money and finances, right? So worry what's here today, and what is this here? How can you become a better person? How you become better, you know, spirit, right? To become more spiritual, it is really start taking care of others to begin with. Yes, you have to start taking care of yourself. And of course, we don't want to hear that, but I heard this saying, you know, healthy spirit doesn't live in a, you know, not healthy body. So that's why it's important. And they all say you have to, you know, have a healthy lifestyle, keep moving your body for all that energy and, you know, to circulate and just be healthy, and your whole even mental state gets healthier when your body is healthy. So I don't want to go there, we all know that, right? So that, then another factor, how we all get angry. Oh my god, I get irritated like that, like in a, you know, blink of an eye. And I used to, like, you know, either get into fights, either maybe say something mean. But now I don't know, I got that like understanding a while ago. And sometimes people maybe think I cannot stand up for myself. Of course, in certain extreme cases, I'm speaking up. But sometimes I see, people angry, or people just like, I see they're in a bad mood, or they're really deeply unhappy inside. I can feel it, right? And I don't react. I choose not to react on those people, even if they sometimes rude to me. I'll show them that I don't like it. It's unacceptable, right? But I'm not gonna go and curse them or fight with them. They can do it as much as they want to do, right? But honestly, I will just choose not to be around those people anymore. That's the way I cope with those kind of things, right? With angry people, because they're all over the place. But the thing, if you react on that anger, you become angrier yourself. You wake up the angry, you know, energies in you. And we all know whatever you put out there, that's what you receive. And honestly, I'll tell you one thing. It happened to me a billion times, and that's how I learned. How many times people piss me off, I was all about to say something super nasty over text, or to, I'm not saying I'm still perfect, you know, and all that stuff, but I'm like really 80% I'm working on it. And or in, you know, at work or in personal life, people were like very, you know, disgusting and rude, and I shake inside, but I hold it in me, and either I do my job, either I'm just like do. If it happens, you know, over again, you can always, of course, address it, but you have to be cautious of either people having a bad day, either people just don't want to work on themselves, they're always going to be like this, and you know, get into the fight with them, not gonna fix it, they just, I don't know, gonna give them pleasure, I don't know, things like that. So, and honestly, how many times I made that situation, you know, I kind of, you know, put the fire down, and those people came into my life back at some point, right? Either at work, either somewhere else, and I always get something wonderful from those people. All these people start liking me and like giving me Christmas gifts at work, or just in my personal life, they're like being so wonderful and kind and nice to me, and I'm like, wow, that nasty person that I met yesterday is actually amazing, wonderful person. But can you imagine? And I actually, you know, got some business advantages, you know, they help me out in my business, or like things like that, or personal life further down the line. And I would think back, and I'm like, if I would snap that one time at them and make this, you know, they would never look at me the same, like, you know, I'm a decent person, and I don't know, you know, I would never get like benefits out of friendship or in general. It's not like I was even looking for any benefits from them, I didn't care. But the thing is, like, good creates good, anger creates anger. Can you imagine if you got in a fight with this person, you would see them over again, it would be even worse. Like, so that's why whatever you put out there, my point is, that's what you get into return. So those two like key ingredients, I think, super important in terms even to try to become spiritual. Yes, read books, yes, meditate, good for you. I'm still working on that, it's really hard. There is so much more beyond this whole thing. But when you do that, and again, don't lose your dignity. That's the third thing. Spiritual people not gonna sell their body. Spiritual people not gonna sell their soul for Louis Vuitton bag or whatever there, or for like a nice Ferrari screwing somebody else's life, right? Roughly speaking, because again, it will come back to them, or just in generally, those people already, you cannot call them spiritual. They don't know what really life is all about: love, compassion, understanding, you know, all that stuff. Like, it's not, life is not about material things. Even though I truly believe if this present life gave us all this stuff, right, it is kind of gives us like a little devil and angel of on your shoulder, right? It gives you something to taste, and like, okay, go get it. Like, what can you do to get it? Like, you know, they're trying to how you say, compromise you and see what you're gonna do for this, right? And some people realize like, oh, I want to get this, for example, Lamborghini. I'm gonna go work so hard, I'm gonna like, and they build empire, and they help their friends and family, and they have 5 Lamborghinis. And some people go sleep for that Lamborghini or screw somebody's life, and the next day you see they catch some disease and they die. I mean, I'm so sorry for roughly speaking. It is what it is. The key of spirituality, I think, for the first 3 steps that I noticed: don't sell your soul, be kind and nice to people, you know, choose how to control your ego, your anger, your reaction. I'm not saying be a pushover, right? I don't consider myself a pushover. People know, you know, I think they learn over the years. But some people, when they just meet me, they mistake me for very nice, like a girl or something like this. I believe that people don't. Also, people like think I'm a total bitch, people who never even spoke to me. So, because of my RBF, rest in beach face. So basically, but I give people, you know, a few chances who I meet, and that's how they prove themselves. And I choose just not to be around those people who don't serve me well, who are angry, or who are, how they call it, toxic people, which I've been toxic. Maybe I'm still have a toxic behavior, right? Maybe some people don't want to be with me. I'm not saying I'm this, but you know, I realized, like, even I lost some people over the years, my friends, I lost some friends, right? When I was really going through toughest times of my life, of behaving bad, I was so angry inside and happy. I lost some people because I got into fights, and then at some point I lost everybody. I was so alone. It was very interesting, but this is for another time. And now all these friends or whatever who were my true friends, they all came back eventually, right? And with time I just realized who is really true friend, who is not. But yes, my true friends came back, and we still like family, and you know, we evolved and grew and realized, like, you know. So yeah, the key is to realize like what people go through, and main thing, not react in the worst times of, you know, maybe they're going through some bad stuff. So, but this is not about them at all. This is about you, how you overcome your ego, right? Sometimes we want to show off or do these things, again, projecting this negativity, or people might think about something else about you who you are not, by you behaving, acting certain this way. So yes, like there's so much to say, but my key, I mean, the point what I was trying to say, spirituality is just really don't sell your soul, take care of your mind and body in terms of diet and you know, physical, and just don't lose your dignity, and just be kind, nice. You know, people think, oh, I have to give like $200 for it to count. No, if you help somebody open the door, or if you know, even give a homeless $1, it helps. And you know how it brightens up their day, and he not gonna be maybe mean to other person. It's a chain reaction, you know. If you notice, if somebody mean to you, right, you like in such a bad mood, you go and hurt somebody else. And that's how it goes. But if somebody is nice to you, you're in such a good mood, and you feel uplifted, and you want to help somebody too, or you're nice to people around for the whole day. That's how it works. Chain, right? And that's how life works. Like you help one person, another person feel uplifted and inspired, and feel hope and faith in humanity, which you are humanity. And just goes and goes and goes. And that's how our planet becomes spiritual planet. We don't want to shallow, you know, all fake stuff that it's out there now. Like people lost the sense of what's really fake, what's really true, what's really real, right? People believe everything what's on Instagram is real. Everybody's beautiful with the filters on. Everybody got Lambos and talk about how let me teach you how to make $1 million, even when they sit in a shit ass garage by themselves. I'm like, why didn't you make it like you've been sitting in the mansion talking about things like that? So just think what's important in life. And not only, yes, money, believe me, I have, you know, huge goals for me. I work for those things, like I want a lot of money too, I want to live well and all that stuff. But my always been a point in life, don't sell your soul, right? For this, work hard for it. Everybody admire hard workers. So yes, hopefully you got the point, and let's pursue on our journey to become more spiritual. Okay, love you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Maybe my video somehow will help somebody else, and you guys always help me if you actually like, and if you actually watch till the end, or even share. And you know, for the algorithm, I'd like to keep providing you with some insightful and you know, good videos with some nice information. Thank you. Bye.